only wisdom, experiencia, only experience, only through experience. Okay, so now that we got the preposition right, this is what you're gonna do. Okay, so we're gonna start with parts of the day. Okay, this is your day, and here we're gonna begin the day at 6 a.m. We'll finish our day at 6 p.m. How do you read this? A.M., P.M. A, this is a diphthong. A, M. A, M. Can you guys say it? A.M.
And
A.M. And here, how do you say this one? P.M. Say it. P.M. P.M. Okay, good. Over here, get rid of this over here. Over here, we got this over here. This is going to be 12 p.m. This is going to be 12 a.m. Okay? This is the day, and this is the night. Okay, so from here to here, you guys are going to have morning, right? From 12 p.m. to 6 p.m., you guys will have afternoon. You have the afternoon. From 6 p.m. to 12 a.m., you guys will have the evening. From 12 a.m. to 6 in the morning, you guys will have morning. This part over here, which is usually the time when you get up very early, is called the early morning. Early morning. Early morning. This part over here, right? Over here, you have the sun. Mr. Sun, right? Mr. Sun is going up in the sky. So Mr. Sun here is going to be, we're going to have dawn and sunrise, which is the same thing. Dawn or sunrise, the sun going up in the sky. Right? Right around this time, around 6 p.m., Mr. Sun goes down, right? So we have sunset, right? We have sunset or we have dusk. You can say sunset or dusk. Sunset or dusk. Right about here at 12, we also have a time of the day which is noon, or you can also call it midday. Okay, noon or midday will be 12 p.m. What do you call this part of the night? 12 a.m. What do you call it, guys?
middle of the night.
You call it midnight. Yeah, or the middle of the night. The middle of the night. Okay, so these are the parts of the day. I'll repeat them again. Dawn, sunrise, morning, noon, midday, afternoon, sunset, dusk, evening, midnight or the middle of the night, early morning, morning, we have the day, we've got the night. Okay? So this is what you're going to do. You and your partner are going to figure out what correct preposition to use for each of the parts of the day. So for the afternoon, what do we say? We say what? In. We always say what? In the afternoon, right? We never say on the afternoon or at the afternoon. We say what? In. So you and your partner have 5 minutes to figure out which preposition to use. When you come back, I'll give you the answer, all right? Okay, let's get to work.
Good evening, everyone.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, everybody. Let's begin.
Good evening.
Okay, good. Okay, guys, so you have a partner, and everybody, let's get busy. Wow, big group today.
If somebody has a problem with the partner, let me know and I'll try to assist you, okay? Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, team, so let's get ready. And you got 5 minutes for the activity. You may begin.
Hi,
Hello,
Mr.
Elizabeth. How are you?
E. My internet is
Acting up. It's acting up. Okay, good. So, what are you going to do? ¿Vas a intentarlo o yo tengo que intentarlo, aunque sea que solo escuches?
yes, acting up.
Intentalo, just try. Solo escucha, aunque sea, okay? Got it?
Yes, I got it.
Okay, thank you. Sir, hope you can make it. Everybody back?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Great, great to have your team. Okay, let's see what you got. There's my Hill Farm teacher, Wendy there. Good evening. Somebody's got
Hi, evening. Hello, everybody.
Kathy,
Hello.
Dimas Ramirez, Diego, Elizabeth. Good evening. Okay, so let's see. Give me your answers real quick. So we say dawn and sunrise. What do we say?
At.
Dawn,
At.
sunrise. Morning. What do we say?
In the morning.
What do we say?
At noon.
At noon. At midday.
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 Right? Good.
Midday.
Sunset. At sunset. At dusk. Evening. What do we say?
In.
And
Good.
the
Midnight. What do we say for midnight?
at midnight.
At midnight. Here? In the
At
midnight.
midnight
Have you heard that song?
In the middle.
of the night.
Okay. Here we say in the day, or you can say at day. In the night or at night. In the night, at night. Day. Okay, good. So there you go. Not make this basic mistake. Don't make this basic mistake of messing up the prepositions. Here, early morning, what do we say? In
In.
In the morning.
early morning, okay?
In the morning.
Speaking practice. Let's go straight to the speaking practice because that's what you're here for. Okay, speaking practice activity. You and your partner are gonna ask each other some questions, and I want you to respond with the prepositions and using the time expressions for the parts of the day. So let's see. Let me see here. All right, Stephanie, good evening. How are you, Stephanie?
Hi, Miss Free.
Good, glad to have you. So Stephanie, when do you get up?
I get up in the in the morning, teacher. In the morning.
Somebody said there in the afternoon. I wonder why.
No, it was my daughter.
Okay, good.
Sometimes.
Good evening, Byron. Good evening, Byron.
Good evening, Mr.
When
Rick.
did you do exercise?
I do exercise in the morning
Thank you.
at 7 a.m.
7 a.m. Wonderful. Dimas. Good evening, Dimas. Dimas, when do you work? I know you work every day, but when do you work? Microphone. Turn on your mic. Turn on your microphone, brother.
Okay, sorry. I work today in the morning, at noon, in the afternoon.
All right, bro. We get the idea. We get the idea. You love to work. Raise your hand if you love to work.
He loves to work.
I love to work, bro. Okay, good. Good evening, Charlie Morales. Welcome, brother.
Thank you, thank you.
Charlie, I know that you go to university and that you also have to do this class. So when do you do homework, man? When do you find the time? When?
I usually do my homework at night.
At night. Good, very good. Do you sometimes do it in the early morning hours or at midnight?
Yeah, sometimes when I have the available time, I try to do that in the morning and also at afternoon. In the afternoon.
In the afternoon. Gotcha. Very much. Thank you. Let's see. Jamie. Good evening, Jamie.
Good evening, Mr. E.
Great. When do you connect to class?
I connect to class at noon. No, at night.
At night. Or you can also say in the evening, right?
Or yes,
Okay, good.
in the evening.
Good. So I want you to do, thank you very much. So everybody, this is the instructions. This is the skill. The skill is to properly use the prepositions with prepositions of time during the day. This is basic skills, but I need you to have the basic skills clear so we can study other more complex prepositions, okay? So you and your partner will practice these questions. You can add a little extra information, okay? Let's begin.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, let's get started. If somebody has a problem with their partner, please let me know.
Okay.
Okay, take advantage of your time. You got 10 minutes only. Let's go.
Hello.
Okay, hi Stephanie, welcome back.
Hi, Mr. E.
Hey, how are you doing? Good, huh?
We are back.
I feel better. I'm good.
Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. You're looking good too, looking good.
Fruit, only fruit.
All right, good. Okay, guys, everybody, welcome back. Take a look at this. Okay, so it says here, I get up at about 7:30-ish. I get breakfast at about 8:30, and I start my first class at 8:55 a.m. on the dot. I teach from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. I take a break at about 1:30 p.m. You see that? You see that? I'm talking about time. I'm talking about time, giving clock time, and I'm using expressions and prepositions to make it sound natural, so I don't sound like a computer, okay? Now, first things first, do not abuse AM, PM, okay? This is not the military. This is nothing like that. I don't know why here in Guatemala, everybody has to say AM, PM, AM, PM. No, no, no. Chill, relax. It's just, I get up at 7:30. That's it. I understand it's in the morning, so you don't need to remind me about the AM, right? So it's fine. I get lunch at around 2 p.m., 2:30, 2:30-ish, more or less 2:30-ish, you know? And I go to bed at roughly 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, because I got a lot of things to do. You understand? So that's what I'm going to talk about right now. I'm going to teach you how you guys can talk about your busy schedule using at and some cool expressions. So let's get busy. All right. So everybody take a look at the board, and we'll go ahead and explain some more examples for you. Okay. So let's begin. Let's talk about clock time. Okay, to talk about clock time, you're gonna focus on one preposition at, that's it, okay? Now, normally in the past, a lot of folks, they were very formal when giving time. So do you remember those old SIAB books, like from 20 years ago, they would go like, okay, so I get up at 7:30, I have breakfast at 7:15, and I go to work at 7:45. That's fine. If you want to do it like that, go ahead, do it like that. But now, right now, for our busy times, we just go with at and the time. So this is how you're going to learn it. So you're going to say here, you're just going to say at 7. Okay? I get up when? At 7. That's it. Or you could say at 7 o'clock. At 7 o'clock. That's fine. Here, don't worry about learning the half past and quarter past. That can be confusing for some folks. So you're just going to say at 7 and the number. 7:30. Here, you're just going to say at. The most important thing is to say the preposition. At 7:15. 7:15. That's it. Over here, don't get complicated. At 7:45. And that's it. What time is it now? What time is it? It's what time is it? I don't know. Okay. Now that's very important. So that's what you're going to use. Second thing here, we can use at to talk about meals. Meals. Comidas. How do you say meals? Meal time. Right? Our bodies are also adjusted to meal time, right? Our bodies are composed of the meal time as well. So you can use at breakfast, at lunch, at dinner, at supper, right? Or you could add the expression time. You could say at breakfast time, at lunch time, at dinner time, at supper time, etc. Because these are times. So let's say I have breakfast, or I will see you at breakfast. We're going to discuss this more at lunch. And at dinner, or at dinner time, I see my family. So we can use the meals to talk about time. Always use at. Pronunciation tip. here you're going to say breakfast. Breakfast. Fest. You're not going to say fast. Breakfast? No. Breakfast. The A is going to be an A, B, C, D, A. Breakfast. Breakfast. Here, the U is going to be A, like the letter A in Spanish. Lunch, lunch. Here, the I is going to be short. Dinner, dinner. And here, which is supper, is usually around somewhere. It's a late dinner. Supper is a late dinner, perhaps 9 p.m. You go out to an event. You go out dancing. After dancing, you feel hungry, right? And you stop the Taco Bell at 1 in the morning or 2 in the morning, and you get something for supper. So here you say supper, supper, not super. Supper, okay? Okay, this is your takeaway. These are the expressions that I want you to learn so you sound cool. Right? So here you're going to say at plus the time and sharp. Okay? This means o'clock. The expression sharp means o'clock or en punto. So I start class at 8 sharp. 8 en punto, at 8 sharp. Another expression is on the dot. 3 words, 3 palabras, on the dot. When do you start class? At 8 on the dot, which means o'clock, 8 en punto, on the dot. When you want to give an idea, an estimate of time, you're going to use these expressions. These expressions are not exact, okay? They are not exact for time. They just give you an idea. Here you're going to use 2 prepositions, at and about, or at around, or at roughly. They mean the same thing, okay? Good. So we're going to say, when do you get up? I get up at about 7:30, maybe 7:35, maybe 7:32. I get up at about 7:30. When do you go to bed? At around 1:30 in the morning. At around maybe 1:35, 1:40, right? When do you usually have lunch? Roughly. Pronounced roughly. Well, I usually have lunch at roughly 3 p.m. or 2:30 sometimes, okay? So that's when you give a time, but not exact time. Again, at about 7:30, at around 1:30, at roughly 3. Okay, you can also use the suffix ish plus the number. So when do you get up? I get up at 7:30-ish. 30-ish. So this, you're gonna say 30, the number 30, plus the suffix ish. 30-ish. 30-ish. At what time did the meeting start? It started at 6:12-ish. 6:12-ish. Okay? But you're not going to use it for, I mean, you're going to use it mostly like this to give an estimate idea. You're not exactly sure. You're just giving an estimate. When do you go to bed? Well, I go to bed at 10:30-ish. 30-ish. 10, you're going to read, the hour is 10. The minutes, you're going to read it as 30-ish. 30-ish. Okay? 30-ish. Here, 30-ish. Okay? So this is to give you like an idea of time, not exact time. Okay? So to review again, at is going to be used for clock time. Remember to use at all the time that you use when you talk about time. At. Don't get complicated here. Just go at 7 o'clock, at 7:30, 7:15. Remember that these times, these meal times, can also be used for reference. So you can say at breakfast, at lunch, at dinner, at supper, etc. You want to use expressions to sound a bit cooler. You're going to say at 8 sharp. I'm going to start my class at 8 sharp, not at 8:05, not at 8:01, 8 sharp. I'm going to start my class at 8 on the dot, To give an idea of an estimate of time, you can use these expressions. At about 7:30, remember that you have to use two words, at about, or at around. At around 1:30, at roughly 3, and at 7:30-ish. Okay, let me ask you a couple of questions. Let's see. Ivan, are you there, Ivan? Ivan, is Ivan there?
At
Hi, Ivan, good evening. At what time do you get up? What time do you get up, Ivan? Okay, let's see. Danny, at what time do you get up, Danny?
I am sharp. At 5 sharp.
At 5 sharp, wonderful. Fontina, what time do you guys start class over there at your school?
We start classes around 7:55.
At around 7. Great.
Yes.
And what time do you guys usually have your lunch break over there with the kids?
Usually is at different times, but my group at 12 at noon.
12 noon.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, and thank you. Let's see who else is online. Mafer.
Yes,
Mafer, at what time do you go to bed?
I got to bed at 12 a.m. 12 p.m., sorry.
Can you use a time expression?
Yes, I got to bed at night.
Can you use a time expression like at about 9 sharp?
Okay, I got to bed at midnight.
And so you go to bed at exactly at 12 a.m.?
Yes.
Like a bird, you just go 12 and you fall asleep. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, what time do you get up? What time do you get up?
Usually I get up at 5 a.m.
Good. ¿Puedes usar una de las expresiones que acabo de enseñar? Can you use one of those expressions? Come on. Use one of those expressions. Las que hablé ahorita en el pizarrón. Use one of those. Do it for me, please. For me. Do it for me. Come on, you can do it.
Okay. I wake up in the early morning.
Okay. In the early morning, at what time?
At 5 a.m.
Is that, do you get up sharp or on the dot?
The top.
On the dot.
Yes.
You can say, I get up at 5, I get up in the early morning at 5 on the dot.
At 5 on the dot.
That's cool. That's what I want. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it?
Okay. Yes, gotcha.
Okay, good. Okay, good. So here's your next speaking activity. Okay. Here you go. Okay, so no waste of time here. We're going to go straight to practice time. So this is what you and your partner are going to do. You guys, like Mafed did right now. Thank you, Mafed, for responding. You guys are going to combine the parts of the day, right? Parts of the day expressions, like in the morning, in the early morning, right? And you're going to include the clock time expressions, okay? Got it? So it sounds really cool. So when I asked Mafed, what time do you get up in the morning? Mafed said, I get up I get up at 5, right? I get up at 5 in the early morning. Or she said, I know, she said, I get up in the early morning, right? In the early morning at 5 on the dot. Wow, that sounds cool. That sounds very cool. That sounds very cool. And trust me that when you speak like this, it sounds so cool. So here we have, first of all, in the morning. What is in the morning? Part of the expression. And at 5, in this part over here, at 5 on the dot, what does that mean? That's a time expression. So I want you to make combos. Try to make combos, okay? Got it? So for instance, what time do you go to bed? I go to bed at midnight, right? At midnight, at about 1:30-ish. 1:30-ish. Understand? So I go to bed at midnight at about 1:30-ish. Wow, that sounds so cool. That sounds so cool. It gives me a good idea of time. It sounds like a native speaker, right? So we say at midnight, and that's the part of the day, and at about 1:30-ish. Okay, great. So this is what you're gonna do right now. You're gonna combine parts of the day expressions plus clock time expressions. This is a skill. You need to be skilled at talking about your schedules, your routines, using correct prepositions and expressions. This is the skill that you have to gain tonight. Okay, guys, so let's get to work. The examples are in the group. Let me set up your groups. Everybody that's connected is here to work. I really don't like people that say, hey guys, I'm on vacation, I just want to listen. If there's a good, valid excuse, then give me the excuse, but not just I want to be a listener. Oh God. Okay, so let's get to work, guys. All right, everybody practicing, take advantage of your time with your partner. Let's go. Anybody has a problem, let me know. Let's begin. Okay, Priscila, are you there? Can you hear me?
Sí, Mr.
Okay, good. Rodolfo, are you there?
Yes.
What's up, Rodolfo? How are you?
I'm fine.
Te están esperando en tu grupo. Dale clic
No me aparece.
sobre sección de grupos, dale clic. Ahorita te están llamando ahí tu compañero.
Ok.
Clic sobre sección de grupos, please.
A mí no me aparece.
Yes, because you were late. You were late.
Okay.
Let me get you somebody. Just a second. Los voy a poner a trabajar con Ivan, ¿ok? Prisi and Rodolfo. Elizabeth, if your internet works, let me know. Si funciona ya tu internet, me decís y te busco compañero. Entonces, ¿ya funciona?
Yes, teacher.
Bueno, te voy a mandar con un grupo.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, good. Please accept. Canchita, ¿cómo estás? Heidi. Heidi.
Hola, voy
Hola.
manejando, voy aquí en el carro manejando tú.
Are you okay?
Pero voy bien. Sí, bien, tranquila. Voy de regreso a la casa, son las 9:05, menos un minuto. Voy en contra del toque de queda, pero voy bien. Ya casi a punto de llegar a la casa. Es que salí súper tarde de la reunión y
Okay.
ahorita estoy saliendo.
Be careful, okay?
Ah, sí, voy bien, voy tranquila, voy despacio.
We'll talk later, okay? Be careful.
Ya me puse ahí. Ok. Thank you.
Pero
At sunrise.
Excellent practice. I need more time.
Próxima, Jamie.
We need to talk a lot, Danny. We need to talk a lot.
Where is our coach? Is he
No, in the bedroom. There is.
welcome back, everybody. How was your practice? Good?
Good.
excellent? Awesome.
Good.
Good teacher.
Okay, good. So I just need 2 minutes of your time. I'm gonna explain something in 2 minutes, and then you're gonna go back to practicing, okay? So just watch the mics there. If the dog is making noise, tell him to be quiet a little bit, okay? So now let's continue talking about at, but we'll talk about at for place. This is very important. So important for you, for places. We're gonna talk about specific places. For this, we will use at. Now, this is your takeaway. Please take away this. These four. Take away these four because we use them a lot. So you're gonna say at home. At home. That's it. Where are you? At home. Where do you rest? At home. Where do you spend time with your family? At home. Where do you take your sessions? At home. That's it. All you need to say is at home. You don't need to say in my house or in my home. No. Those are translation mistakes. All you need to say is at home, okay? And it is incorrect to say at my home or in my house. No. I don't want you to say this. No. I just want you to say what?
Home.
That's
At
it.
home.
And home is pronounced with a diphthong.
Home. Yep.
Oh, home.
Home.
Home. So here, work here is not the physical action of, okay, I'm working. No, this is a place, okay? This can be the school where you work. This could be the office. This could be the mall.
This could be the call center. This is work, at work. Where are you? At work. School. School could be, you know, the school where you, the place where you go to learn. So you go at school. I want you to say college. College means university in the States. College. And you're going to pronounce college.
College.
It sound. College. You're not going to say college. No, college. And college. Just to be clear here, college doesn't mean como tu colegio, tu cole. No, this is college. This means university. Okay, next, remember these words of the day. We say at sunrise. I get up to do exercise at sunrise. I wish.
At sunrise.
At sunset. Right?
Sunset.
That's come out at sunset. At dawn, I get up at dawn. I get up at dusk. Right? You can see the stars at twilight. You can see the stars at twilight. We're also going to use at for special holidays. Special holidays, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's. So you're going to say, I see my family at Christmas. I have a couple of champagne bottles at New Year's. I give out chocolate at Valentine's. We also use special events, the wedding, the graduation, the ceremony, the seminar. At the wedding, at the graduation, at the ceremony, at the seminar. We're going to use at with the definite article the, because you're talking about a very specific place. So for all of these places, you need to say the, but not here. Here. Not the Christmas here. Okay? So very specific places. Where do you pump iron? Where do you pump iron? At the gym.
At the gym.
Where do you pray? Where do you worship? Worship. Where do you worship? At the church.
At the church.
At the church where I live. At the supermarket. At the market.
At the stadium.
Where do you watch the football team? At the stadium. The field. Where do you play? At the field. We play at the field. The bank. Where do you cash a check? Where do you cash a check? At the bank. Where did you learn English? At the academy. Where can they help you? At the hospital. Where can I meet you? At the restaurant. And where can you buy clothes? At the mall. Okay. That's it. That's it. That's it. Let's go practice. Okay, let's go practice. That's it. That's it. Let's go practice. Okay. So, you and your partner are going to answer the following questions. Okay. Okay. Where do you pump iron? You know, where do you pump iron? Where do you lift weights? Right, man? Okay. Where do you shop for clothes? Where do you shop for clothes? Right? Where do you worship? Right? Number 7. Let's see. Where do you learn new things? Where do you learn new things? Where do you, let's say, where do you cash a check is the first one. Cash a check, right? Let's see. Okay, where do you rest? Number 9. Where do you see your family? Number 10. Good. Where do you get a college degree? Where do you get a college degree? So you and your friend are going to ask yourselves these questions, learn the vocabulary, and learn the place, okay? Are we cool? So for instance, cash a check. This is the expression. Did I say it? Cash a check. Cash a check. Cambiar un cheque, volverlo efectivo. We say cash a check. Shop for vegetables.
comprar vegetales o verduras. Shop for vegetables. Where do you root for your favorite football? Here it should be football team. Football team. Football team. Where do you root for your favorite football team? That is your favorite football. When you root for a team or for someone, that means that you support them, right? You support them like, hey, let's go, Pablo, you can win. Yeah, you can win, Pablo. So what are you doing? You're rooting for your child. You're rooting for your child. Or you can root or support another team. So let's go, Excellence Academy. Ooh, you can do it. Yeah, let's root for the academy. Do you understand? Pump iron. Where do you pump iron? This is to lift weights, right? People that go to the gym, they pump iron, right? Where do you pump iron? We say, where do you shop for clothes? Clothes, clothes. Worship, where do you worship? ¿Dónde vas a orar or orar and all of that? Where do you worship, right? You can worship anywhere. Learn new things. Where do you learn new things? ¿Dónde aprendes cosas nuevas? At university, at the academy, at school, right? Where do you rest? Obviously. Where do you see your family? And where do you get? You get a college degree. Where do you get a college degree? Where do you get the diploma? Obviously, you have to go to a specific place. Do you understand the activity?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I want everybody practicing and I want you to respond. So let's see. Let's see. Dimas, can you help me, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Can you ask me the questions, please?
Okay. Where do you cash a check, Mr. E?
Good question. At the bank, obviously. I cash a check at the bank.
Yeah.
And the bank is at the mall. The bank is at the mall.
Okay. Where do you shop for vegetables?
Vegetables. I shop for vegetables at the markets. Or sometimes I go to Walmart, so I go to at the supermarket. So don't pronounce the E here, just vegetables.
Vegetables. Okay.
Vegetables. Very good. Next question.
Where do you root for your favorite football team?
That's a good question. At the stadium. At the stadium. That's where I root for my team.
Where do you pump iron?
Good question. I don't know. I should ask Charlie Morales because I don't do it anymore. At the gym. Gym.
Where do you shop for classes?
For clothes. Don't pronounce the E. The E is not clothes. I shop for clothes at Walmart. At Walmart. Or at the supermarket.
Okay. Where do you worship?
I worship at home and at church.
Okay.
Next.
Where do you learn new things?
At the academy, at college, and at the restaurant with my friend Dimas.
Yeah. Yeah. Where do you rest, Mr. E?
Good question. I rest at home with my family.
Okay. Where do you see your family?
At home. I see my family at home.
And the last one, where do you get a college degree?
I get a college degree at university or at college.
Okay.
Next,
Thank
Dimas.
you.
Thank you. Okay, so that's the demonstration, and that's how you guys are going to practice, okay? You can add a little extra information if you guys feel like it, all right? Okay, but I need you to learn two things. The skill is the vocabulary, like cash a check, pump iron, worship. That's the vocabulary skill. The second skill is the grammar skill, at and the place. All right, let's get busy, guys. And you may begin and practice with your partners. Okay, go ahead.
Hey, Mr. E. What is the meaning?
of pump iron. Pump iron.
Pump iron es ir al gimnasio.
Okay.
It's like,
Thank you.
pump iron es levantar pesas y todo eso. Es una expresión. Pump iron.
Thank you, Mr. E.
My pleasure, my friend. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Let's go
Thank you.
practice. Okay, Ivan, Rodolfo, what's going on, guys? ¿No pudieron entrar al grupo?
No. No me aparece la invitación, teacher.
Si quieren, quédense aquí afuera practicando los dos.
Ok.
Delen,
Ok.
delen, practiquen ahí.
Ok, Rodolfo. Where do you cash a check?
I cash a check in at the bank.
Exactly. No no vas a decir in at, solo at. Solo tienes opción de decir at. Exactly.
At
Okay. Where do you shop for vegetables?
I shop vegetables at the supermarket.
Okay, great.
Ahí tienes que decir the supermarket.
At the supermarket.
Okay. Where do you root for your favorite football team?
In the is at the stadium.
At the stadium. Where do you do pop iron?
At the gym.
At the gym, great. Where do you shop for clothes?
At the supermarket.
Yeah, at the supermarket. Where do you worship?
At the church.
At the church, great. Where do you learn new things?
At the college and university.
Yeah, where do you rest?
At home.
Okay. Where do you see your family?
At home.
Mm-hmm. Where do you get a college degree?
At the university.
Okay, at the university. Okay.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
Okay, my turn. Where do you cash a check?
At the bank.
Okay. Where do you shop for vegetables?
Vegetables.
Vegetables.
Vegetables. At
Okay.
the supermarket.
Where do you root for your favorite football team?
At the stadium.
Okay. Where do you pump iron?
At the gym.
Okay. Where do you shop for clothes?
At the restaurant. Sorry. At the mall.
Okay. Where do you worship?
At the church and at home.
Okay. Where do you learn new things?
I learn new things in the The academy and at the university.
Okay. Where do you rest?
I rest at home.
Where do you see your family?
I see my family at home.
And where do you get a college degree?
At the university.
Okay.
Okay. Otra vez me toca. Ajá. Okay. Where do you cash a check?
At the bank.
Yeah, at the bank. Where do you shop for vegetables?
I shop vegetables in the at the supermarket.
Okay. Where do you root for your favorite football team?
At the stadium.
Where do you pop iron?
At the gym.
At the gym, great. Where do you shop for clothes?
At the supermarket.
Where do you worship?
At the church.
The church. Where do you rest?
At home.
Yeah, at home. Where do you see your family?
At home.
At home. Where do you get a college degree?
At the university.
Yeah, at the university. It's your turn, Rodolfo.
Okay. Where do you cash a check?
At the bank.
Okay. Where do you shop for vegetables?
At the supermarket.
Okay. Where do you root for your favorite football team?
At the stadium. Stadium.
Okay. Where do you pump iron?
I pop iron at the gym.
Hello.
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 We need more time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was fast.
You're too.
I need time because my partner is awesome.
You're awesome too, me.
We don't hear you, Mr. E.
Si supieras cómo eran los diálogos con cafecito y galletitas antes. Uf.
Aquellos tiempos. Lágrimas.
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back.
How was your practice? Good?
Short.
Good.
Okay.
Too short.
Too
short.
Good.
Yeah, we should finish at 11,
I
right?
don't have time for everything.
Wow.
We're busy.
Okay, listen, guys. I have something to correct myself. Here, I put the church in the wrong place. We're not going to use the article. We're going to put church here, okay?
Oh.
At church. Yeah. I just realized when I'm like, what is that they're doing there, okay? So it's church, just church. I've always just used it as church, no the. You're only going to say the if you're going to mention the name, the specific name of the church. So we're going to say church in general is just at church. Where do you worship? At church. Where do you see your friends? At church. That's it. but if you're going to mention the name of the church, so I'm going to say, I'll see you at St. Mary's Blessed Heart. Right? This is I'll see you at the St. Mary Blessed Heart Church. It's a specific place, okay? But in general, just say church, okay? At church, that's it. Okay, good. So let's wrap it up for this evening. Okay, so what are your takeaways? Checha, what are your takeaways? What are you taking away, Checha?
Okay, I'm gonna take away how to use the preposition of place at.
Okay. Very good. And let's see, Wendy Garcia, what are you taking away?
Definitely, I'm taking away part of the day, you know, for using is better. And obviously the time expressions like sharp on the dot, you know.
Okay, good. So let me ask you a question. What time do you get up?
I get up in the morning at 8 on the dot.
What time does your husband get up?
Oh my God, he wake up at dawn at 8 sharp.
8 sharp, thank you. What time do your kids go to bed?
They go to bed in the evening around 7:30.
Gotcha, very good. And let's see, Sabdi, what time do you get up?
In the morning, I get up at 4:30. 4:30 sharp.
Good. What time do you go to work?
Usually in the morning, I go to work at 8 on the dot.
And what time do you get off work or finish work?
And in the evening, I finish work at usually at 5. At 5 sharp.
Thank you. Let's see. Jamie, where do you cash a check?
Check.
Where do you cash a check?
Dog Hansen.
Okay. I don't know.
Let's see. I'll get back to you. Diego, where do you cash a check?
At the bank.
At what bank? What bank do you go?
Ban Rural, I know.
Ban Rural. Where is
Yeah.
where is Ban Rural in your area? Where?
Is on the 5th Avenue, Zone 1 in Misco.
Excellent. Thank you. Let's see. Charlie, where do you pump iron?
Good question. I pump iron at the gym.
And where's the gym?
The gym is at 7th Avenue, Zone 11.
Okay. So you're gonna say on 7th, in zone.
On 7th,
in
zone 11. Okay.
Gotcha. Thank you. Let's see. Danny, where do you Let's see. Where do you shop for clothes, Danny? Excuse me? At? At Forever 21. Okay, thank you. And where is the Megapaca? Where?
Near to my home, on Villanueva Boulevard.
On Villanueva Boulevard. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Jamie, are you ready to answer?
Yes.
Jamie, where do you cash a check?
I cash a check at the bank.
And where is the bank there in Shela? Where is the bank?
Interbanco. Is on Avenida de las Américas, sería Avenue Americas? No.
Okay, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Okay, team, so with that, we're going to conclude this evening. I will give you the homework later tonight, okay? Thank you very much. I'll see you guys on Friday. Good job, everyone. Next week is the parcial. Next week is the parcial.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
everybody.
Bye,
teacher.
Night, night.
Bye,
Thank
team.
you, everybody.
Bye, teams.
Homework. No homework. Good night, Mr. E.